Greetings, programs! How is everyone this evening? It has been an exciting day, and by exciting, I mean an actually kind of a slow day, and I've been very tired. I have spent the last week doing so much Palworld off-screening. To the extent that I even streamed it on work night last week in order to get more done. So on the upside, we got a lot done. And I've got a lot to show you guys. Any news otherwise? I apologize profusely. I'm falling very far behind on Cassette Beasts. Each recording session, I've only been able to record like 2 videos, as opposed to the 3 or 4 that are required. So, in general, you're probably only going to be getting like 2 videos and then missing like 1 or 2 days. I think because I am past the point that I was that I was having a hard time recording. I say hard, not like physically hard, just like when I was grinding everybody's relationships up. That was just a lot of work for very few videos. And that's part of what put me very far behind. So now that we're past that, and I think we're past a lot of the introduction to post-game, I should, with any luck, start to catch up again. But we're also getting to that point where things are getting kind of interesting, a little challenging to an extent. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to catch up. With any luck, I'll just be able to make par. I may have to devote like a whole second day to recording or something. In other news, Cult of the Lamb is going really well. I still have like way too many videos of Cult of the Lamb. And we are getting to the point where I'm doing a substantial amount more editing around the base. And that's largely because there's just nothing interesting going on at the base for the sake of videos. Like, it's kind of weird that we're still like so far ahead on Cult of the Lamb, but I'm so heavily editing the videos. It's like, oh yeah, we're going into a dungeon again? It's a dungeon we've already gone and we're just going in for a quest. Alright, edit out the whole dungeon, except for the little part where we get the thing that we need. We're in town, we're at base. You don't need to see me give sermon number 400. You don't need to see us running around town trying to track down every single person to inspire them for the day. You don't need to see us running to make sure we collect all the resources for the day. So, like, so much is getting cut out of that, but we're still, like, ahead somehow. We will see where we are after today's stream, but now that I'm finally done with a lot of the off-screen work that I was doing for Palworld, I'll hopefully be able to get to work on other projects. It is getting a bit late in the year for me to have been taking so long to get the next update for the idle game going, and I really wanted to get this second update out and then work on something else. But if it takes too long to get this one update out because I'm dragging my feet, then I'm not going to be able to work on something else. So hopefully, I'll be able to start spending some more time on that. In other news, it is hot as crap out still, and I haven't been able to do much in the way of work around the house, which is really upsetting because we have a number of things that I would like to do, and I can't do any of them. What else do we have? This will be... I don't think this shouldn't affect any of you guys, like, literally at all. And many of you may not even know about it. But for the longest time, I have been partnered with, as an MCN here on the channel, I have been partnered with Curse. Or, they used to be Curse. They brand changed to Union for Gamers. And I have recently broken that off and am going effectively pure indie. It may take a little bit of time for that to drop out. But, yeah. Again, that may not even be something you guys have noticed. So, of course, when I first started this channel, I was pure indie. When I first started this channel, it was not possible for the layperson to monetize their channel. You just couldn't. So I was just on my own. It was around the time we were doing New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I think, that I partnered with a company called Fullscreen, because it was still not really possible for individual people to monetize YouTube, but you could through an MCN, and I partnered with Fullscreen. So I stayed with Fullscreen for a couple years, and largely left because they were taking a considerable cut from income and doing effectively nothing in return. And when it started, I needed that because I couldn't monetize otherwise. But it was getting to the point where you could start to monetize otherwise. So it was even less important that I did. I still wasn't entirely confident in my ability to monetize on my own. We were just getting to the point where that was even theoretically a thing. And that's why at the time I joined Curse. Curse was a pretty big name at the time. But what they did was... I think this was Curse anyway. Maybe I'm just spouting bullcrap. But, Curse was partnered with a lot of very big name YouTubers. And it was very restrictive to get in on that platform, so to say. You kind of had to, like, know somebody to partner with them. When I partnered with them, they opened up a lower tier of partner that was much more accessible, and almost everybody could get in. So I figured this is a well-known company, big names in it, what have you. Opening up this lower tier, I can get in with that, and I did. And I have been partnered with them ever since. And I am currently in the process of... There's like a... Not necessarily a queue, it takes an amount of time to, like, disconnect things. So, finally, leaving that, and I will be pure indie at that point. So if I don't know how much I can or should say about this, so I won't say much. But the main reason that I'm finally getting around to leaving, I kind of had been meaning to for quite some time, a few years at that. The main reason was when I joined, it was of course because I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to monetize the channel at all if I wasn't partnered with somebody. That is less of an issue now. There are very minimum requirements to meet on YouTube, and you can partner directly with YouTube. So it's no longer necessary in that regard. And because it's such an expansive network, there was never any sense of, like, community, like, oh yeah, I know these other guys, we can go do something, work together or something, or whatever. Like, I kind of always have just felt like I'm on my own. And kind of the end result is that, amongst a few other things, that they did offer that I just wasn't taking advantage of, was I was effectively partnered and not taking advantage of that, but really at the end of the day, just not getting anything out of it. So there was no reason for me to be. And I've been holding off because the cut that they take, monetization-wise, is exceptionally minimal. So I was kind of like, whatever. But finally bit the bullet. Like, even if it is exceptionally minimal, it's effectively a cut that I'm not getting anything in return out of. And part of the reason that I was hesitant to leave was I felt like it was going to be a massive headache. It ended up being very easy. So I appreciate them for that. When I was partnered with Full Screen, it was a monumental headache to leave Full Screen. Like, I don't even know if that company still exists. Like, it was... I'm actually curious. Now I'm going to check. Hey, Google. What do I even search for? It's called Full Screen. Like... No, it does still exist. Oh, was an American, so it's not anymore. Da, da, da. It was acquired by Otter Media, which was at the time owned by AT&T. Oh, Full Screen owned Screw Attack and Rooster Teeth. Holy heck. ...2019 Machinima merged into Full Screen. So by this point, Full Screen was owned by Warner Media, and in 2020, which is later than I would have expected, Warner Media, as part of a company-wide reorganization, laid off most or all of the Full Screen team. So I would say 2020 marked the effective, complete end of it. Like, they were a multi-channel network, an MCN. They were, but I think between some of the companies they took over, like Screw Attack and Rooster Teeth, they transitioned into content production and even like TV shows kind of stuff. So they haven't been an MCN for quite some time, I think. Yeah, in 2016 they launched a subscription video on demand app. Full Screen's Video Labs team works with brands and entertainment companies to help them become more successful on YouTube. Okay, that's the MCN stuff, sort of. Full Screen is also partnering with Mattel to create its own social influencer network, the first of which will lead to the Hot Wheels network. That was in 2016? Maybe 2017? So it seems like they've kind of been like getting a hold of, they've been the behind the scenes work in getting influencers out there and even like show production and that kind of thing. That kind of makes sense. That's what an MCN would evolve into. But yeah. So it was an absolute nightmare leaving Full Screen. I waited for my contract to run out because I was under contract with them. Waited for the contract to run out so I wasn't like breaking it off early or anything. And when it was coming up, I contacted them and said I know the contract auto renews. I would like to not auto renew the contract. And I think I got juggled between a half dozen people. Like, oh, I contact one guy and he says like, oh, all right, well, let's see what we can do about that. And then I don't hear from him for weeks, and then somebody else contacts me. And then for a while, I was like sending emails just into the void, like, please let somebody respond to me. This is important. And after a considerable amount of time, long enough that my contract would have automatically renewed already, I was finally spoken to again. It had been months since I last heard from anybody. Finally got contacted by somebody, and they were clearly coming in no knowledge of what happened. Like, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I feel like there was a big corporate restructuring or something. Because the person that finally responded to me was like, oh yeah, I've been assigned as your new manager contact or whatever within Full Screen. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. And I was like, I have been trying to leave this company for 6 months. They're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let me get you on that. And she actually did get me out. Curse, who I've been partnered with since then. I may speak more on this once I'm like officially out. I don't want to like say anything while I'm still here. But Curse was significantly easier to get into and get out of. It was even in their policy that like you don't have to wait until contracts, anything like that. It's just in and out whenever you want. And that has been very helpful. So, finally getting around to doing that, and that's just going to be a bit of baggage floating around in the back of my head that I don't have to have floating around in the back of my head. Now, the next thing for me to do is to cancel our TV, because we never watch TV. And that is currently money that is going into the void. That is going to be a headache. It always is, because the last thing they want you to do is stop giving them money. Okay, so that's everything, and an elaborate history with my time with full screen. But, back to Palworld. So let me give you an introduction. Things have changed a bit. I was waiting for them all to show up. Alright, so I mentioned last time that I was potentially going to need to do an entire base restructuring. And that is exactly what I did. We are currently up here in whatever this place is called. Sakurajima. We are currently up here in Sakurajima. This is where our new base is. And this is our main base now. Our old base used to be here. This base has been removed. I've also removed this base, which was the raid base. And I've also removed this base, which was our oil base. Currently, I do still have 3 bases. But 99% of what I have going on is on this base. This base still exists, but it has been gutted. The only thing left there right now is the mission mine. You know, the giant friggin' thing, that's there, and a breeding farm is there. And then I also have this base. This base, I saw this location online. This is a good raid base location, and that's literally what this is. It's a raid base. There is nothing here other than it's just a place to fight a big guy. So on to the tour of the local area. Let me take you out the front door. So this is what we got now. It's been walled up nicely. It looks like it's like 4 stories tall. It's not. It is in fact only 2 stories tall. So here in the front, we just have a nice little viewing area. And then these doors that lead down to the PAL working area. So this is where the farms are. And we have every kind of farm down here. Berry, onion, carrot, potato, lettuce, tomato, wheat. Every kind. down here. Also, beds, places to relax, and I also put the ranch down here because it's easier to put here than deal with it being somewhere else. It makes the most sense for it to be here. And I have some pals with very good planting and seeding and watering all here doing the work. And shockingly, they can keep up with this many farms. So this is just making us an obscene amount of food. All foods we have an obscene amount of now. I have the Mao Crist in here. What it produces when ranching is money. But that's available, so I can put anything that I happen to need in there. And then we can either go out this way and around, or there is kind of a shortcut door right here leading to the other side, which has every mine available. And this is all of them from the ore, stone, wood, coal, sulfur, quartz. This is also where the oil is coming from. I would have liked to put this somewhere else. This is where this particular location decided the oil thing was going to be. And similarly, they have their beds and their spas and whatnot over here. So over here, I only have 2 pals working. And I'm just assigning them to whatever it is that I need to assign them to. I could put more pals here, but I will very quickly approach the pal limit for the base, because you can only have 15 pals out at a time. So I have them currently working on sulfur and quartz, because that's what I'm the lowest on. And for a time, I had someone on wood to get me up, and now I just have a ton of wood, so... And then going upstairs is our main hub area. The leaves here are kind of nice, sticking out of the ground. These are actually from the spas down in the basement. But you know, it adds some something up here. So from here, going over here, we have the 3 main workbenches. Main one, the weapon one, and the Palsphere one. Going back here, we have storage. I have these. I even put little labels up top of them so we know what's in each one. And we have ores and everything in this one. In this little back room over here, we have a whale. Also, this is where the bed is. This is the bedroom. Let's see, then going over to the other side. So these are crafting stations. These are all crafting stations that the pals have to do work on. So, like, I can queue something up here, and then a pal has to come over and do the work. So we have the 2 furnaces, cooking thing, ice. That's the crusher. This is the mill, medicine station. Weird that I can't do the medicine station by myself. And then the research thing. And then on the other side of these doors, also accessible from the door right next to it over here, these are all of the tools and devices that I alone can mess with, like a repairing station. This is the PAL gear station, drafting table. I got the fancy egg setter, the Anubis statue. Actually, do I have enough? Ooh, I do have enough. Heck yeah. I've only got 2 more levels of this to go. We got the big tube and the surgical table. And then over here we have the electricity. This is the engine room. We have the electricity generator, and we have a capacitor, I guess, for storage. Then we have a door back here that opens up. This is just where I'm keeping all of the random base buffs. You put these down and you just do better at a thing. And then back here we have the PAL bedroom, where the 7 remaining beds go. So I now have 15 beds on the base. So any number of PALs that I put in the base, there are enough beds for them. Up to my maximum. As things are, this base is very easy to scale upwards, so if I need to make more base for some reason, I can just put another floor above this. Very easy. So the roofs go pretty high. This is largely for aesthetics, so it looks kind of nice. There are a few things. The electricity thing does need to be 2 stories tall, or it will not fit. And the giant thing over here needs to be 3 stories tall. Otherwise, there's nothing up here. It's just for aesthetics. Little attic space. You'll notice a couple kind of semi-hidden doors around the base. These just go to more crawl spacey area. Similarly over here, little crawl spacey area. It's area that I didn't really have any use for in making the actual base. But I didn't want to just like wall off the area and wish it the best of luck, so I suppose if I wanted to, I could, like, extend this 1 more unit out. Extend, like, this little hallway 1 more unit out. But do I really care that much? Also, it's just aesthetic, but these are doors. It's just for the aesthetic, though. And that is where we stand now. So on the base itself, I've got, what is that, 10, 13 pals out at any given time, up to when I have a maximum of 15. And actually, I only need 12 out, not 13. But we have... So these 2 guys are my 2 diggers. Got dig toises. These 2 Orsics are my electricity generators. Then we have... these 3 here, which this is my planter, this is my harvester, and this is my waterer. This Mausanda is here purely to transport things. If something needs put in a chest somewhere, that's what he's there for. The Malchrist is here to make us money. The Waylord and the Jormuntide are here. Honest to goodness, they're just hanging around. Right up until I need fire or ice to make something. They're on call, so to say. And then Zoe's here just because she's Zoe and she's hanging around. This Patalia is here because that is what I am currently working on. over here with this. What can I do to do the next one of these? Oh, I'm done with planting. Cool. I don't need Patai anymore. What do I need for electricity? Cool, I can make all of those. Let's go. And now probably one of my 2 electricity pals will get on this, I imagine. You know, eventually. They're not generating electricity, so I don't know what they're up to. That's so important. Oh, he's going. He's working on it. He's working on it. There we go. So that is the new base. That is how things are working. So in a couple of the pals that I hovered over, you may have noticed some very good passive abilities on them. And I went to the trouble of putting the best passives that I could on all of our base pals. And that was done with the pal surgery table. In order to do that here at the pal surgery table, I had to go get the chips. And the ones that I had to get were Serenity, Infinite Stamina, Runner, Burly Body, Artisan, and Musclehead. So those are the 3 that you could go purchase for. And some of these are some of the better passives. You purchased 3 of them with bounty tokens. So just run around, keep killing bounties. It is expensive to get all of them, but that's how you do it. You just keep killing bounties. And then you get 3 of them with arena tokens, which I've not shown off the arena yet, but this does mean I had to go do the arena for a little while. Now, the passives that I put on almost everybody are Artisan and Workaholic. That's pretty much it. I put Artisan and Workaholic on everybody. Artisan means they work 50% faster, so whatever it is that they're doing is done 50% faster. And Workaholic, which drops Sanity 15% slower. Which I haven't really had a problem with Sanity. They can rest often enough, but this does mean that they won't have to rest as often. And hopefully this means that they won't, like, work themselves into a stupor quite as often, because they can have a better opportunity to go heal their sanity. But that's Artisan and Workaholic on every one of the base pals. Except Zoe. Zoe's fine, as she is. And then on my personal pals, I have put Ferocious and Burly Body. Which Ferocious is attack plus 20%, and Burly Body is defense plus 20%. And those are kind of the best ones that you can get. So we're doing good. We're doing. Now, doing this with the pal surgery table does cost money. And putting all of these passives on all of these pals was quite expensive. Like, kind of ludicrously expensive. And I obtained that money through redacted means. I've heard tell good places to get money are, like, the Mal Chris down there is just doing good passive generating over time. But I've heard crafting and selling nails is good, weirdly enough. Yeah, because what is that? Like 1 ingot makes 2 nails? So what else do we have? I ran... I ran the Terraria dungeon a lot in order to collect more blueprints. And in doing that, I obtained... this! It's great! If it was just an eyeball, that'd be one thing, but like the tentacles coming out of the back of it just adds a whole other layer. This is just a great head. So something else I did in running all of those and trying to get blueprints. So I did collect a pretty reasonably large number of blueprints, but in the end, I did get an amount more blueprints in redacted means, so that I could show off the legendary weapons. Because of course we have the drafting table. So if you get enough low level whatevers, schematics, you can combine them into higher level ones. And it takes a grand total of 125 common schematics to make a legendary schematic. And this goes down by a factor of 5 every tier. So if you have... It takes 125 commons, it takes 25 uncommons, and it takes 5 rares to make a legendary. So I do have the Legendary Night Glow and the Legendary Terra Prisma. I did also get the... where is it? I got the Terra Blade, which I had not been able to show off before. And as it turns out, this only drops from the boss chests at the end. You don't get the schematics for this throughout the middle. So we do have the Terra Blade. Terra Blade is pretty cool, because it does that. Pretty quick, too. Like, if you just want to keep hammering, it's pretty alright. I'm not actually sure what the DPS difference is, but I've stuck with the Terra Prisma. I've stuck with the Terra Prisma because it's effectively like something that I can just turn on and then not worry about continuing to attack. Like, you do that, and then you point at a guy, and that sword goes and beats that guy up. And I can just hang back. I don't have to worry about continuing to attack. And they seem to at least be comparable damage. So I decided to stick with the Terra Prisma. I also have the Night Glow on me. I did also try out the assault rifle that you get from the Terraria dungeon, and it's pretty alright. It uses more ammo than I care to craft for the amount of damage that it does. So I just went back to the Nightglow, so I have something. But even then, the Nightglow does, like, effectively no damage. Even a legendary Nightglow still does effectively no damage. And I think that's largely because, at this point, we are leveling out of the Terraria gear. Like, yeah, it's cool stuff. It's just not strong enough anymore. Which makes sense, because the Terraria dungeon unlocks at, like, what, level 40? So, grind it out a couple more levels, unlock a couple more schematics, so we're level 56 now, which is effectively the end of the Sakurajima update. At 56, we're ready to go tackle the new zone. And as part of that, though, one thing that I got was this bad boy you've seen me hauling around, which I have not yet had the luxury of firing. But I have an amount of money, and we just unlocked it, so it's probably pretty strong. In fact, right up until the Faybreak update, I believe this was one of the best weapons that you could get. So, now we have this. This eyeball's an eaten all, but go back to not an eyeball. I also changed my hair. I took the hat off, and then I played around for a little bit, and I went, oh, that hair's pretty. And so I went with this hair. We're endgame now. It's time for us to... look the role a little more. Otherwise, what else do we got? I got new shield. Had to craft that one. New glider. Had to craft that one. This is just the sniper module. I can actually craft the sniper module 2. No, I can't actually. What am I missing? I need pal metal ingots and carbon fiber. Pal metal ingots. And carbon fiber. Okay, he is working on the ingots over there. And up until now, I've been relying on low hunger pals. At this point, I no longer am. I'm just putting in whatever pal gives me the best stat. If they're very hungry, then they're very hungry. I've got hunger turned down some anyway. It's like 50% or something. And at this point, food is no longer an object. Like, we have more food than we can ever eat in our lives. And I'm continuing to make it at a ridiculous pace. I wish I could pet Zoe. Oh crap, I still need 2 more carbon fiber. Like, you finish crafting something and she just kind of looks at you and smiles. And, like, I want to pet... it makes me want to praise her. Yeah. Okay, he finished making these. And that'll let us make the Sniper Module 2, which has a capture strength of +3, so this is our good thing from here. This did require 5 ancient civilization cores to make, which was a sticking point for a while. Ancient civilization cores come from raids. So you can go do a ton of raids in order to make those things. Yeah, you can go do a ton of raids to make those things. The only raid that I currently had access to was Belladonna, which only gives 1 core. So that would have taken forever. So I had to obtain... Knowing that, like, I physically could, it just would have been horribly time-consuming. I had to obtain the rest of those cores in redacted means. Or with redacted means. And we do have more raids unlocked for us at this moment. I just didn't want to do them without streaming. So that's something else we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun today. So I also... So I also went around and I looked at what pals I had not yet caught, but had access to. And on the Saturday stream, which the Saturday stream was mostly just me working on this base more, but while I was there, I went ahead and caught all of the remaining pals that I had access to, but had not yet caught. There weren't many of them, just like 4 or 5 of them. It wasn't really anything to write home about. It was like, there was one that only existed in a dungeon, so I went in and got him. It was just like a lightning version of another pal we already had. So you didn't really miss out on anything. It was just kind of the boys. There were 2 pals that would be kind of neat to have shown off, but I had business with them. Or show off catching, but I had business with them. So I'll at least show them off. Here's our sniper module 2. Yeah. The sniper module is, given the option, the one that I prefer using. Wait, I can just sell this one. Given the option, the sniper module is the one that I prefer using. Because it doesn't make your sphere's throw arc do weird stuff. Let's see here. Hyperglider was easy enough to craft. The Ultra Shield did require more of those Ancient Civilization cores, but I had plenty of them because I had already gotten a number of them. So, okay, let's store our remaining crap, which is you, and you go in there. So, the 2 pals that are kinda neat are this guy, Nakabo, and this guy. So, Celine spawns when meteorites crash in the area. We've had, like, the Xenovaders, or whatever they are, show up in previously when a meteor crashes in. In Sakurajima, Celine shows up instead. So, like, every meteor that lands, you can go catch one of these. They're pretty cool looking. I've caught like 4 or 5 of them by now. And they're a flying mount. In fact, they're one of the better flying mounts. They're probably second only to Jetragon. And I saw that and I was like, how in the world do you, like, mount this thing? By sitting on the moon! Whee! So that's the base. I know, like, Jetragon is, like, the dude, but, like, this is great, though. So on top of, because it's a party pal, I did give this one Ferocious and Burly Body. However, because it is a rideable mount, I also gave it Runner and Infinite Stamina. Runner increasing its movement speed, and Infinite Stamina raising its stamina for raising rideable pals' stamina. Which means I can fly and sprint and move around significantly more. The increased movement speed I don't know if actually applies to rideable mounts, but I put it on anyway. Like, what's the worst that could happen? So that's this one. It can show up whenever a meteor crashes. And then there's Knocklem, who, I don't know how good Knocklem is. He just kind of looks neat. But he's like down here somewhere. He's like down in this crevice. There he is. Knocklem! He's just a big old guy. So at this point, I can kill level 55s pretty easily. I've fought and captured pretty much all the guys. The only ones left are the 4 legendaries, which is one thing that I want to try today. So there's Jetragon. There's Frostallion. There's Palladius. And Neptilius. Those are our 4 legendaries. There's technically also the way... Oh, they're only level 55. I can beat them up. I fished up the non-legend... Like, the non... Not legendary. The non, like, field boss versions of them. So, like, I have them even though I haven't defeated these. So I can go beat them up easily enough. And then there's the arena. I can probably also clear the oil rig now. I tried a couple levels ago, and as long as I was very careful, it was doable. But it was very long, and I started running low on resources as it went on. I never did discover the nice big fancy chest. I had to retreat. So, yeah, a couple things for us to do today. And I was a little bit short on technology points. Now, you can get technology points by doing a couple very limited things in-game, like discovering new waypoints and leveling up. You can get more technology points that way. you can only, like, farm technology points by... You can get them out of chests in some dungeons. Like the Terraria dungeon, you can get some out of. And because I was low and I did want to unlock a bunch of stuff in the technology tree, I did have to gain a pretty respectable number of technology points in a redacted way. But that does mean that I've unlocked everything up to where we are. Like, I went back and I unlocked all the old stuff. Now, what new has all of this unlocking gotten for us? Really nothing, because I've already unlocked everything that I actually wanted. This is more just to have access to everything. Oh, when I hit 56, I have not yet unlocked any of these. But that's where we're going next, because the gigantic furnace is going to let us make hexalite. Oh, and then an advanced sphere assembly line, which will let us make exotic spheres. Which I haven't... I only have the ultimate spheres, and the ultimate spheres I haven't really even used yet. I have been getting by entirely on legendary spheres, so I don't know if the exotic ones are particularly required, but we'll see once we get to Faebreak. I haven't got anything else yet, because pretty much everything left is Faebreak stuff, so we'll get there when we get there. So anyway, let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. Let's start... Let's start with Frostallion. Where's the nearest teleport point? I have flown out here where there is, like, nothing. Look at it wiggling. Oh, that's only its outfit wiggling. It's like its dress wiggling. Its legs don't wiggle. I like this pal as a flying mount, especially because it's small. I'm getting tired of the giant flying mounts that, like, I'm on the flying mount this high in the air trying to line myself up with this dumb waypoint. So let's start with Frostallion and see how this goes at all. So I spent a lot of time on just general completion, farming stuff, building stuff, making the base. That is what has taken so obscenely long. And an amount of that time has been... Because I kind of want this to be my forever base at this point. Like, I don't want to have to make another base at this point. There's the boy. What's being completioned? Everything. Okay, you're my flying mount, so I kind of don't want you to die. I guess we can start with the big guns. It's fire, so it'll be weak to fire. Okay, I want that equipped because I don't want to kill them by accident. I'll keep the legend... No. We're gonna... I only have 10 of these, but we're gonna use the ultimate sphere. And we're gonna tick you off by Gatling gunning you in the back. Okay, we're good. And we're gonna see how we fare against a level 60. We have type advantage here. Ow. Oh, ow, 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 ow. For having type advantage, Gangler, that's like he's... I don't know if we can do 60 yet. I don't know what he got hit by. I don't want him to die. So I'll try to swap out when I think he's getting kind of low. He's not taking a lot more damage at this point. Rip! I lived somehow. Yeah, he's not taking a lot of damage now. So it's what he must have gotten hit. Like you say, he's got like that one hit you want to avoid. I don't know what move that is. I like how Bella Noire can do Nightmare Iris all on her own now. Man, this thing uses a lot of ammo. I mean, this is a big guy. Oh, Bella Noire just got hit by something unpleasant. Whee! Whatever it was that Bella Noire got hit by, that was probably the thing that they don't want to get hit by. Okay, I've used 200 ammo on this, out of his however much I have. So I'm gonna hold off for now. You're still healing. Ice v ice. Azure Robe Christ is not actually my strongest, I think. Aha, I avoided it for once. Oh! Okay, I think I saw the move. Don't get hit by that. Okay, Taranturus is more of a mount and is here for emotional support, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, I'm letting Tyrantris get a little bit low. Because Frostallion is getting a little low. Actually, you come out. I don't want to bring out Gangler Ignis again, because he's going to light this thing on fire, and that may kill it. Geez, 7% even with the ultimates. Okay, we'll get you just a little bit lower. Okay, that's enough. I don't have a lot of these. Hey! That is a level 60! That is a level 60 proper boss. Okay, we're getting close to something. Hey! Did I get the volcano boss? The dude in the tower I did beat up. I also beat up the dude in this tower. And the dude in this tower. I am yet to beat up the dudette in this tower. So that's going to be another plan. We need everybody to rest up, though. We have shown that it is entirely possible for us to take them out. So I clearly need more ultimate spheres. I did not think... I thought 10 was going to be more than plenty, but if these things are level 60... Okay, so we got everybody back. Everybody is somehow fully healed. Yeah, I am clearly going to need more of these. What do I need? Palmetal ingots. I can make 56 of them. You know what? Just make me 56 of them. That's going to be all my palladium. So, you know what? Also make me some more palladium. And then go to sleep, because both the guys that need to make that are asleep. What a wonderful view out this window, too. Like, holy heck, that is picturesque. That was not planned, it just ended up this way. I, like, need more stuff in my bedroom. Make this feel like an actual bedroom. Okay, so they're working on that. And I think that's about the only thing we need. What would it take to make more minigun ammo? More palmetal ingots and gunpowder. Darn palmetal ingots. Darn paldium that's hard to get. Yeah, if I ever have the need, I can expand this upwards. Just adding more floors to it. I could build this thing clear to the sky if I needed to, which is nice. I was very much debating putting a ceiling over this, because I kind of like the aesthetic of this being closed in. But I ended up with, like, I don't know, a little bit of sun is nice. And also, I like being able to just, like, take off from where I am in the base most of the time. I am a little bit sad that there's a waypoint, like, right there next to base. So I can't take advantage of this being, like, a place. And also, because it's next to the waypoint, I have to be a little more careful when I teleport here. It's like, oh, if I'm way out here, well, these two are, like, right next to each other. I remove the floor, make it a garden. If I remove the floor, there's a whole other floor down below the floor. I don't know if there's anything cool you can make. That, like... I want to be able to, like, make trees. Let me make a tree. I can make house plants, but that's about it. I can make, like, wall ivy. Maybe I should put some wall ivy around. I can make a garbage bag. A decorative garbage bag. I can make a bonsai. Okay, you're still going. You're almost done. Okay, now how many of these can I make? One? I need carbon fiber. And then I think my next limitation is, again, metal ingots. I think I can only, even after this, I think I'm only going to be able to craft like 6 of them because I need more metal. There's a hefty number of pals at this base that have handiwork too. So almost by accident, I can start working on something and like 4 guys will join in. What are you doing acting like you finished? Just put some seeds downstairs while I'm up here and then get back to work. Oh, never mind. She's doing something else. At least Zoe's got my back. Okay, now how many can I make? 6. Because that's all the pal metal ingots that I've got. Well, we can start on these. Actually, while we're working on those, because that's going to take friggin' forever. You can make me more of these. And that's all the palladium that I have. And then while I'm thinking about it, this got finished. Can I do the next one? I can! Evening, Tarn unit. Alright, so last time I caught it in 5. So if I have 11, I should be fine. But that does mean that after we catch this next one, we're going to have to come back again and craft more. Because what was the other one? There's Frostallion, Jetragon, there's the Centaur Brothers, there's one more. What was the other one? So we have proven that, we have shown that it's possible, so I'll probably go for Jetragon next. And then we'll actually have the guy. And then after that, I feel like we're just going to need more resources. We're going to have to make a lot of ultimate spheres to make more. Like, who's the other one? Frostallion. Oh, it was this guy. It was Neptilius. Neptilius, I think, is, like, the best water mount. And I think Frostallion is supposed to be, like, the best land mount. Yeah, so Jetrigan is the best flying mount. Frostallion can fly? What bullcrap is that? Alright, whatever you say. Ground mounts. No, it just... Nobody really cares about ground mounts. Technically, it's that ostrich thing. And then water mounts, it is Neptilius is the best. So for flying mounts, yeah, Frostallion is better than Phalaris. Frostallion is technically better than Selene. I mean, I guess it's a legendary. Still not as good as Jetrigan. What does it take to make... Man, I can't make anything. What am I missing? Well, a little bit of everything. What does it take to make Frostallion's mount? If it's even in here. It's rain tricks. Where the heck is it? What level is it? Oh, or do I still have to unlock it? Because it didn't show up before because I didn't even know who it was. No, where the heck is it? I assumed it was going to be one of those, like, unknown things. Oh, there it is, Frostallion saddle. Okay, now we can make the Frostallion saddle. Why is leather such a pain in the butt to get? I think you can buy leather? I know you could buy ice organs. Paldium fragments I'm going to have to make. Not one, huh? Oh, Paldium. God dang it, why do I need so much Paldium? Pallium is, in fact, used in everything. Actually, how am I looking on sulfur and... It's a lot of weight. This is the most frustrating part of having to do this. This is the only part of this base layout. No, my money. Okay, so we're getting more paldium. Oh, right, I was checking, how are we on resources? So I've got 2,000 of each of these. And I'm down to 7,000 ore. Still have plenty of wood, so I'm not too worried about that. Down to 8,000 stone. Probably don't need more sulfur for sure. The quartz I'm not sure about. I'm probably fine on quartz. So you go mine ore for a little bit. Did I not just make paldium? Oh. Okay, I think I can make, like, what, 5 more of these? Or... Prostallion saddle I could make. That's 190 refined ingots. Let's go ahead and get to work on that. And what do I need? 79, 89, so like 20 leather, 20 ice organs, right, 25. Leather and ice organs. So no ice organs. I forget who sells what. What am I gaining experience from? Is it because I'm crafting that ore? Ice organ. Alright, Frostallion saddle, let's go. Okay, we have enough ultimate spheres that I'm kind of comfortable right now. I'd like maybe, I don't know, 5 more. A couple more. Rainbow sword. The more colors on your sword, the more magical power it has. Looks like she's giving me a hug. I'd give Zoe a hug. Thanks, Zoe. I really appreciate the support while I'm working on this. She's kind of feeling me up sometimes. It's not just a hug, that's a little lewd. Horse. Big horse. Yeah, that's a flying mount. It also has a double jump, so you've got to like jump and then jump again to fly. It also has a glide. Oh, we got people asleep. Oh, if you thought it was cute before, let me find Zoe now. Yeah! Just two ladies having a good sleep together. Why did you rotate on the bed? You can do that with any pal. I use a bed without a roof. What the heck? Whatever you say, buddy. How about this one? Yeah. You can sleep with all your pals. I just realized the pal moves to accommodate you when you do this. And he goes back to his other position. Who's sleeping over here? Anybody sleeping over here? Kitty! Kitty did not move. Kitty does not care. How's this gonna work? Oh, it gets down on the bed with you. Adorable. Alright, let's go kick somebody's butt. Yeah, if only we'd stop sleeping with our eyes open. I don't think... No, we can close our eyes, so... We do blink. I was thinking we just didn't at all. So yeah, why don't they make us close our eyes? They have the animation and face form for it. I'm gonna equip you. I wonder if you can buy ammo for this. Easier than crafting it. Depends on how much it costs, I guess. Do I have any nails? I'm curious how much a thing of nails sell for. Do not have any nails. Okay, so nails cost 1 ingot to make. 1 ingot? 1 ingot. Oh, I got nerfed into the ground. Dang. Well, what's a good way to make money now? There's no way I'm going to be able to buy Gatling gun ammo in this store. Yeah, 40. So it is... 1 ingot nets you 40 bucks. That's like not... That's not worth it at all. I mean, ingots are easy enough to make, but how many would you have to make? I didn't check if he sold Gatling gun ammo. I'm sure he does not. Nope. Who would? I think the highest level town is this one. You. Do you sell Gatling gun ammo? No. You're a loser. You. Dang it. I think that's all I think that's all the vendors here. I mean, I guess I can check this store, but I doubt they're gonna have it. I feel like it would be in Sakurajima, but there's no, like, town or NPC or anything in Sakurajima. Maybe there's a wandering merchant somewhere, though, just hanging around. Okay, so there's 2 places that we can check out here. Right next to this waypoint, there are you. Bounty, okay, I don't care. Neither of you has anything I care about. And... I made the mistake of flying over top of this thing once. Don't be like me. Don't do that. Oh, it just respawned. And I was kind of hoping he sold stuff, but no. There's not like a merchant hanging around behind these or anything, is there? No. Maybe there's a town over in, Faybreak. Alright, let's go cause some problems. So next up is the big one, the important one, Jetrigan. There is not a waypoint anywhere near that lad. Yeah, honest to goodness, this out here is the closest one. Leave him alone. There he is. Speedy boy. Okay, I'm gonna lead with you, actually. So I've got Gatling gun. I have that equipped. I have 11 ultimate spheres. Maybe I shouldn't lead with you. I'm going to lead with you, which may give me a chance to see whatever move it is that he does that I don't want the pal to get hit by. Please come over here. I'm getting tired of chasing him. Okay, he's got fire. That shouldn't have hit me. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Okay, big fireball is pretty bad. That hurt. I wonder if that was his signature move. Or maybe that was it. Stepped on lava, stepped on lava. Oh, he's pure dragon. I was thinking it was fire related. Probably gonna lose. No, he's holding on. He's holding on. I don't know what was strong against dragon. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that hurt. Ah, ah, ah! Why can you hit me through a wall? Ah, crap, he died. Don't like it here, don't like it here, don't like it here. Don't like it here, don't like it here, don't like it here. Can I stop being on fire? Oh my goodness, I don't want to be on fire anymore. I'm kind of done with this whole being on fire thing. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay, I'm done being on fire. Can I just, like, go somewhere where I'm not gonna step on fire? Okay, kick his butt. I'm gonna go find a rock to hide behind. Piece of crap! Dang it, I'm on fire again! At least I got some shield back. No, 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 no! Please stop being on fire, please. Okay, Frostallion is hurting. No, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Okay, I have my shield back at least. No, 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 leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. No, 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 you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. Why are you freaking fighting the idiot? Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone! You please, I beg of you, leave me alone. Okay, I have a rock to hide behind. Bone War, kind of getting the crap kicked out of it. Everybody's kind of weak, actually. Nope, 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 that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, Azure Robe, I'm kind of counting on you. To get us to the end. I have some health back. I would like some shield back. Not in that way. Okay. Moment of truth. Don't kill me before I catch it. Yeah! Oh, that was rough! That was rough! Rough as heck. I was terrified of what would happen if I ran out of ultimate spheres. I mean, I guess I would just try the one below, which I have 50 of. Do not even care about that meteorite right now. Yeah, I gotta revive a few pals. We lost Gangler Ignis. But I think that's the only one. Did that say raid in progress? I mean, the meteorite fell. I turned off the raids that attack the base, though. I didn't know Celine could fly. Yeah, and one of the better flying mounts in the game, actually. Topped by really only Frostallion and Jetrigan. Leviathan went down, yeah. Um, we're to the point where everybody's leveled up enough, and I've got some goodies on all of them. I'm not going to go for this thing. I just want to know what's here. Like, what monster? It's just a bunch of... Oh, no, those are the big guys, aren't they? Nah, they're just the guys. I don't even care. Yeah, it may have just been the meteor warning that you saw. So we're getting to the point where, level-wise, we're kind of catching up with how beefy some other pals that I had were. And half of what made Gangler Ignis so good were its passives. And I have put very good passives on the rest of my team. So, Leviathan is still darn good, but he's not as beefy as he was before. And I'm pretty sure he had a type disadvantage against Jetrigan. Oh, 1 to 50 would take a while. I don't imagine it would take that long. Because all you have to do is have them in your party and then just go beat stuff up, and they'll get a ton of experience. Alright, Jetrigan. What do I gotta do? There's a Jetrigan's missile launcher. Is he not a mount? No, that's stupid. Or is he, like, rideable even without it? Or do I have to make the missile launcher to do both? I probably have to make the missile launcher to do both. Because I don't know how to ride it otherwise. Yeah, like... Yeah, I don't know how to ride it otherwise. Okay, what's it take to craft this thing? It's you. Leather, refined ingot, circuit board. That shouldn't be too bad. So that's like 100 leather. That's 90 leather that I need. 190, let's say 180 refined ingots. Okay, so we're working on that. We need, what was it, 90 leather? Yeah, so 90 leather. Which we will go buy. Can I, like, equip anything that won't accidentally kill everyone here if I hit the wrong button? Okay, that's our leather, and then the last thing we needed was circuit boards. Was that really the technology form? Damn, I've only got this one unknown item. What is here all the way back at level 24 that I don't even know exists yet? Okay, so I need like 15 circuit boards. I need polymer. Okay, since it's going to take us forever to craft more Pal balls, Pal spheres. I may go beat up something else for now. We have plenty more to beat up. So we need to beat up the lady that heads Sakurajima Island. We need to try the arena out. Or at least show it off. You know what? You guys do you out there. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Anybody feel like helping me out with this one? No, everybody's sleeping. Why is everybody red? Who cares? Leave them alone. Well, and here I was ready to go kick some butt. Yeah, so what do we need to do? Got some raids to do, too. I've got enough to attempt, some Fire Guy. And a new Bellinoir. Technically, we could fight Cthulhu, too. Though I think I should probably wait until I'm, like, level 60 to try that. Yeah, I think we have the slabs to do all but one of the raids. We cannot do the last raid. And technically we can't do the hard modes of any of the raids because you have to beat the normal version of the raids before that. I grabbed Jetrigan, and I saw that, like, he was level 56, and I was like, oh man, what is this weenie crap? Why is he level 56? Alright, because I'm 56. I gotta get my own weenie butt in gear. So is the missile launcher the same as the saddle? Like, do I get this and get the saddle, or is getting the saddle a whole other thing? I think this is it. I think this is just it. Quick search, I didn't see anything. Well, he helped temporarily. What did you miss? It depends what the last thing you saw was. I'd have to scroll up chat to see when you... And every time I tab out or do anything, I stop working on this thing, and we need this thing done. Oh, hey, Zoe's coming back. We did it. Yeah, that was it. That let you ride. Let's go! Zippin'! Let's go! Oh, he uses so much stamina. Wait, that's not my house. That's my house. Okay, so let's take this opportunity. What is it, infinite stamina? So he has legend, attack defense, movement speed, define dragon, and dragon up, positive thinker, Sandorp's 10% slower. That's a little bit expensive, but infinite stamina, let's go! That's attack and defense, and movement speed increase. I could also give him the other movement speed increase one, but I think we'll be fine just with the infinite stamina. Which is not actually infinite stamina, it's just 50% more than he had before. Which is still good. Man, this guy is a beefy boy. But he's, once again, has my problem of being huge. Okay, our boy's back. So what do we got? We got Dragon, Astral, astral, ice, fire/water. Like, on one hand, I want to make a more balanced team, but on the other hand, what I want to add is, like, technically just more astrals. I could replace Azure Robe, Chris, since that's just Ice Dragon. I could replace that with you. You're probably better. Oh my goodness, look at those stats. 978 and 811. Well, you technically have better stats, though. Holy heck. Right, later, Blade. Yeah, you have a legend, though. Ice Emperor and Workaholic. Ice attack damage. This thing will hit like a truck. Let's just go with this for now. It'll be fun. Running the legendary team. And Gangler Ignis. Oh, this explains why he was so powerful, though. Like, Legend is a 4-bar buff. Like a passive. And Gangler Ignis has Lunker and Swift, which are 2 4-bar buffs. Yeah, like, no wonder he's been a friggin' tank. Wish I could look at, like, I want to see what they are while I'm here. Now, like, what could I add? Like, we could go with Ferocious, attack plus 20%. Could give it Muscle Head, attack plus 30%, no work speed, but, like, I'm never gonna have this thing working. Muscle Head, let's go! That thing's gonna hit like a truck. Do I, like, want to give anybody else some dumb buff? Oh, it does reflect on their stats. And now he's got an attack of 1200. Her. She. Sand drops 10% slower. I don't care. You will never be a base monster. I could replace Positive Thinker with Musclehead and make Jetragon big. $1,100 attack. So you already have Musclehead. Whoa, big. Oh, Swift is just 30% attack movement speed. Like, whatever, man. 20% defense, 30% attack. What do I want to give you? I could give you more defense or more attack. Because, like, I gave you Musclehead, but I could give you Ferocious. If you've got an attack lower than 1,200 in this house, get out. Except for you. You look cool and you're a flying mount. And you will do something with. Do I want to give Bella Noir Musclehead? I may. Oh wait, no, I have no money. I'm broke. Okay, well, we're done. We're done buffing everybody for now. Let's go find somebody else to beat up. Okay, so we need to beat you up. Just zip the heck over. Uh-oh. 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 Quick, fight the boss before the group of 65s find you. Hey, I got one of them. You're alright, I like you. Look, I can do that too! We can be buddies! Ow! Okay, maybe not. Or Jitfer can get her. Oh, crap. So I'm beginning to understand that this boss is, in fact, real heckin' powerful. Hey, can you, like, leave me alone? Well. Okay, so we're just not gonna fight this boss right now. I was not... Like, I figured the level cap when this came out was like, level 55. Wasn't it? This boss is like level 60, if not 65. Like, that was rough. I mean, yeah, I did a dumb at the beginning, but, like, just obliterated everybody. I feel like Gangler Ignis started holding his own, but I started getting fearful when I saw she had 200,000 HP. Like, I didn't panic when Jetragon went down, because sometimes right after you catch a pal, it takes them a little while to, like, they don't have any HP. So I figured, like, oh no, maybe Jetragon just didn't have any HP after I just caught it. Yeah, I'm thinking 56 isn't quite enough. Were you what level were you expected to be? Like, again, wasn't the level cap 55? Okay, well, while we wait for Jetragon, let's go take a look at the arena and probably get our butts kicked. So going in the arena, I did some in the arena. So PvP and Spectate are multiplayer only, so you just do the challenge. And then going in the challenge, bronze, silver, gold were all super easy. Platinum was the first one that I did. So it's a team of 5, but you can only pick 3 to come in. And then it's just a 4v4, effectively. And we should just obliterate them. You see me dancing? You see me spinning? Spinning. That is the most ridiculous thing. Why am I doing that? Okay, so I was fighting Platinum before I got my level up to 56 and before I like super buffed all of our guys. And I had a considerably harder time on Platinum. It still wasn't like hard. So I'm very curious how Diamond is going to go. Okay, so again, we can pick 3. We're going to do the same thing. It's perfectly fine to do this without Jetragon We could only bring 3 in. I probably wouldn't make him one of the team anyway. So this is going to be a lot more of a fight. Ooh, Frostallion getting wrecked. Yeah, even with a minigun, I'm doing like no damage. Yeah, Gangler Ignis going down. Okay, we lost Frostallion. So 60 is still a lot for us. 60 is still too much for us. He doesn't dance. Why isn't he dancing? Oh, I lost points. Heck. Okay. So we cannot do 60s. Good to know. Oh, cool. That didn't even kill our team off. Okay, so that's the arena. Let's see. While we are waiting on Jetragon, we do still have 2 more 60s to fight. I am not fighting Palladius. I will give Neptilius a shot. I am not fighting Palladius. Specifically because there are 2 of them. I'm not actually going to fight him here. I'm going to go fight the whale. You know, that guy, but like a boss. Level 55 is the recommended. That is... I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, admittedly, Gangler Ignis was holding his own. But like 200,000 HP? Really? It's like a raid. That's a raid boss. That's a mini raid boss that you're fighting solo. Oh, there you are. He's freaking out. Oh, it is aggressive. I was thinking it was passive. So I'm not trying to catch this thing, I'm just gonna kick its butt. Oh, I don't even need help. It is only 55. I'm at that weird point where, like, 55s are no challenge whatsoever, and 60s are, like, nigh impossible. Ooh, fun. Yay! We did it! We killed probably an endangered species. Okay, so there are 2 of them. So there's another one we can go beat up real quick. That'll knock them off the list. And then if we're not fighting Saya, I'd have to craft more PAL spheres. In order to fight anybody else. Did the arena. So there's like raids. We could do some raids. And I think that's about the last thing that we really can do. So I can sprint for a really long time with Celine. And that is, especially as opposed to Jetragon. And that is because Jetragon, while very, very fast, does have very low stamina. Like, he has, I don't want to say the lowest stamina out of everyone, but it is very low. It's the lowest out of all of the, like, the really high level dudes. So the other one is there. You I have also already caught. Not like a boss version of them, but... Is that my goal? Yes, it is. I wonder if Rostalion can swim. Like, it's a flying mount, but what, does it just, like, maybe it just stands on the water? There you are. Yeah, good job with that fireball you threw up in the air that landed all around you where we're not. Freaking Celine's just like, you come over here right this instant. I'll beat you up myself. I love that moon laser. Ow, why are you attacking me? I'm just standing here. I mean, I guess I shot you like once. Celine is kind of hurting. I think fire has a type advantage over Celine. But I figured we could take him out. Roll over. I want to see where your goods are. Alright, okay, that's them taken out. So what's left for us at this point? Could go grab that meteorite. I may. Meteorite is good. Paldium. Yeah, so what else do we got? Raids, I guess? If I want to craft some Pal Spheres, we can tackle Neptilius. Man, Jetricon is really nowhere near anything. I'm gonna run up there and get the Paldium. I mean, meteorite. Which I will then turn into Paldium. Man, they really put effort into making the effects in this game look good. Like, look at that moon. That's not a static texture either, it's animated. Okay, I gotta be a little careful because I do not want to take off another Jetrigan. Oh, right there below me. Wait, the dudes are gone. Did the locals beat them up? Oop, wrong button. I think the locals beat them up. Whoops! My brain said F is sprint, right? Hi, you guys are still here. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna be... Alright, Jetrigan's back. Okay, so, unless I want to spend some time crafting a thing, I'm not fighting them, so I guess I could work on that. I'm not beating her up yet, apparently. Well, knowing who her pal is... And it is dark neutral. Use pals with dragon-type attacks? So if that was the case, then why was friggin' Jetrigan just obliterated? Like, I almost want to try again. Like, why was Jetrigan just obliterated? Did it actually just have, like, no HP or something? There's no way it had no HP, though. Yeah, so you're pure dragon. It just baffles me that we got so obliterated by something that's supposed to be beatable at 55. That's what gets me. So you also have a dragon type. Okay, so neutral does not... Neutral is actually weak to dark. But neutral isn't strong against anything, so we didn't get hit by a weakness. And if it can't do anything... And really that just means we don't want to be dark. Dark doesn't actually have an advantage over anything, really. But it is dark neutral, so we would want dragon, yes. Why is your sand so low? Oh, your sand is very low. You know what, let's not put you into a position where you're just going to get your butt kicked again immediately. Let's get that sand back up. See, I was thinking I'll grab Azure Robe Christ and I'll replace probably Selene with it. And then see how that goes. Try again and make sure there just wasn't something weird that happened. But in the meantime, let's go see... Let's go get our butt kicked by something else instead. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Because we can fight Bellanoir Libero, and this other guy. Blazamut Ryu. I don't know what that whale's doing, man. That whale just goes off and has some fun. So I have no idea how powerful these are going to be. So it says Bellanoir Libero is level 50. And then Blazamut is 55. But then the wiki says suggested level 60 for this one. So I don't know. Okay, I need to make you, what is that, 100 stone, 20 paldium. Okay, so you can go back in here. I need you. I need you. You can get stored. So the reason you do it here is because it protects your... whatever this is called, PAL box. So it's less likely to get hit during the fight. And also you can kind of hide back here if you need to as well. Alright then, let's get our pals out. Okay, sanity's looking good on all of them. Let's see here. You are still 58, you are still 50, so I don't want either of you out. There we are. The strongest 15 I've got. Oh, and of course it's just turning nighttime too. You know, I kind of don't want all of you to be down there. I'm out, good luck. Ow. Wait, wait a minute, that's not you. Okay, we're one down. We're two down. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I'm not feeling confident. Oh my goodness, would you guys like wake up? Why am I doing this at night? There goes Frostallion. Yeah, like everybody coming in, it's nighttime. Dang it. There's 2 more. Yeah, I did not realize it was going to be this big a deal doing this at night. Or this big a problem doing this at night. Everybody I'm zoning in is just over here asleep. Can you guys, like, get over here and friggin' fight? Oh no! Yeah, I don't think we got this one. I mean, for one, we've got, like, these 4 idiots over here sleeping. Yeah, that's right, wake them up. Kinda can't get to my PAL box when you're over there. Oh my goodness, as soon as I bring him in. Like, they're getting lower and lower level, too. Like, the ones that I'm bringing in now do not stand a chance. Like, there's a time limit, but I'm gonna run out of pals before we hit the time limit. Oh, jeez, that's like... I don't even know what level these guys are that I'm bringing in. Like, they're not... Oh, it's unconscious. What happened? Did it fall asleep or something? Ah! Ah! Yeah, so we're not gonna win. Oh, you're still alive. So we're not gonna win. So my my only hope is to outlast the timer. So I'm kind of hoping we can go 3 more minutes. And if this is level 50, then I know we cannot take the 55. I kind of wanted to try, but that is not happening. Like, once our first 15 or so go down, it is downhill from there. Like, the rest of the team could maybe finish it off. If it was low, but it's not going to be winning a fight. And, like, our top team is pretty decent. So I'm really surprised that our top team went down that fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, can I just stand in the middle and not get hurt? We survived! Okay, we have a little bit better idea what we're in for at this point. Yeah, we know what we're in for. So that's not something we can just that's not something even with, like, kind of our top-end guys that we can take out. Oh, hey, he's back. Yeah, so what's the plan at this point? What's the plan at this point? So the only thing left that I can really think of... They're slowly coming back. You guys just kind of chilling there for a minute. Alright, so the only thing that I can really think of at this point is I did genuinely kind of want to try Neptilius, but we're not going to have a team that's ready for that anytime soon. Yeah, they got their sanity up at least. And I would also like to give Boss Lady another shot and try to figure out why in the heck we just kind of died immediately. No point in fighting Neptilius if I can't make more of these. And I don't know if our team's even going to be ready by then anyway. So I think now is probably a good time to call it, because we're at a down period where we are not going to be ready to do much in a hot minute. So on the upside, we got to see and experience a lot of neat stuff. But then at the same time, we have very much learned where our limits are. So I don't think there's a lot that I need to do before next week. Aside from the things that I have failed to do today. Which is mostly the raids and Boss Lady. Aside from those two things, I think we're ready to poke our heads into Faybreak. So I think what I'm going to do is probably a bit more grinding. And I may try to think of a team. Come up with a team for raids. Palmetal. Just make me 50 of them. Make me 300 of them. Ah. Need electric organs. And I'm broke. Well, that'll call it then. While we get everybody up and ready again. These two doing alright. Yeah, sanity's up to 100, sanity's up to 100. Those two are doing fine. Looks like a lot of them are making their way back. Still one's down there with some time to go. But then our actual, like, fighting team, sanity is 6. 5. Where are my other heavy hit? Oh, there you are. 1. You know, not doing it at night could also probably be beneficial. So, yeah. I think that's the plan for next week, is just to gain some levels, maybe put together a raid team. And then next week, with any luck, I will be a little bit better suited to handle Boss Lady and maybe a raid. And then we're probably going to take a look at Faybreak, which is down here somewhere. So that'll be next time. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.